William McCollum, William McCollum, and I play weak safety.
Okay, questions?
What was going through your mind when you made that interception in the end zone to seal the game last week?
Get down, because everybody was kind of getting on to me like, oh, you should have ran it or whatever. But like Coach Story was saying earlier, being mature players, you got to know the down and the situation. And the situation was, it wasn't like a blowout game. We're only up by like 19, I think. So the important thing was getting the ball back, and that's what I did. So I got down in the end zone, and if I would try to run it out, wouldn't have got past the 20 or whatever. So bringing it out to the 25 instead of being kind of backed up in the end zone and giving them a chance to get 2 more points was a smart thing to do. But I was excited. Second one of the season, so I was excited.
You've made a lot.
What goes through your mind when you're on the field playing weak safety?
Hit the guy with the ball. That's pretty much what it is. You just got to know your assignment. You really can't think about too much other stuff than your job, because then your mind gets off track and then you forget, with the lights and the crowd and the trying to see what coaches are signaling and all that other stuff. You don't want to be too out of focus on what you're doing. So it's kind of me focusing on my job and knowing who I have and what specific coverage he just called, and then doing my job.
You made a lot of big plays this season. Which play means the most to you?
That's a good question. I think the interception, my first interception that I had in the Liberty game was my favorite play, because it took a little technique. It was like more of a technique type play, and it was my first interception in varsity football, so I was excited.
How's the atmosphere in the locker room going into the second weeks of playoff?
It's typed up, of course. And half of us, are probably everybody but 2 players in that locker room, hadn't been to the playoffs yet, so everybody's excited. We don't really know what to expect, but we're going to the game confident, because like we've seen, past games, people with, Lone Star and Wakeland, people are like, oh, you guys are going to get smacked or whatever like that, and those are games that were close for the most part, and, Wakeland game we won, so it's not like any opponent that we have is not beatable. Everybody's beatable. They lace up their shoes just like we do. They have the same pads. They might have a little more money or personal trainers or whatever, but at the end of the day, their personal trainers are on the field. It comes down to what they do. So.